We are living in a world surrounded by AI. A lot is powered by AI programs that we don't even realize. Our phones are full of it. AI algorithms control what we see on social media. Programs like voice assistants, and even the voice you're hearing right now are powered by an AI. All of these AI systems around us are called narrow AI, systems that are programmed for a single task. However, there is also general AI. This is an entirely different type. In this video, we will be taking a deep dive in general AI. A long time ago, people started thinking, is it possible to recreate the human brain in a computer? This is now known as general AI or AGI. The goal of AGI is to create a machine capable of understanding the world as well as humans do. And with this knowledge, perform tasks and learn new skills in many different types of contexts. Some people, like Elon Musk and Stephen Hawking, think that AGI should not be underestimated and will ultimately form a threat to humanity. They think at some point AGI will become vastly more intelligent than humans. However, there are many others that think that recreating intelligence using computers is impossible and call it mere science fiction. You can look at humans in many ways. If we look at humans from a physicist's perspective, we are just a bunch of protons, neurons, and electrons. What makes us humans intelligent while all of these things around, that are made from those same subatomic particles, are not intelligent? There is no law of physics that says we can't recreate intelligence. Then the question arises, what does make us human intelligent? In some way, intelligence is just a form of information processing. There is an input, let's say for example our vision, and there is an output, for example describing what you see. The most accepted theory is that this information processing happens in the brain. Therefore, as of right now, AGI systems are designed with the human brain as a reference. To behaviorists, the mind is a black box. We know the inputs and outputs, but what happens in between is too complex. In order to create AGI, we need to create a better understanding of what happens in between. Although we know a lot about the nerve cells, neurons, that our brains are made of, this doesn't come close to say we understand what happens. It's like saying because we know that an organism is made out of cells, we can explain how it functions. Also, another important thing to consider is that human intelligence is the effect of evolution. Even though this process took billions of years, the fact that evolution produced intelligence therefore indicates that human engineering will be able to do the same. Now, this all still seems a long way down the road, but it might be a lot closer than we think. Given the value of intelligence, many companies are investing billions of dollars to build an AGI machine, and as long as we will continue to build systems that display more and more intelligence behavior, we will eventually build general intelligence. One program that shines out among them is named GPT-3, created by a well-known AI company called OpenAI. It is able to perform human-specific tasks such as writing a poem, preparing a theater script, creating aphorisms, and many others. But can we say GPT-3 is an AGI? Where people can do these kind of things from a fundamental level of understanding, GPT-3 works on the likelihoods that certain words are related to others. It still lacks many of the capabilities of an average 3-year-old. Even if we are not yet capable of creating an AGI machine, for now, GPT-3 is increasing our hopes about creating an AGI machine someday not far from today. It is perfectly understandable that GPT doesn't include the abilities of a 3-year-old, because things that 3-year-olds learn about, such as numbers and letters, are not particularly useful. However, people use the things they learn at that age as building blocks to learn more complex things. In order for us to create a machine that can have a sense of understanding and is able to learn, the AI community needs to figure these things out. When we do arrive at a machine that is as intelligent as us people, then it should also be able to improve itself. This would be interesting on its own, but considering that a computer isn't limited to the size of a skull and electronic circuits function about 1,000,000 times faster than biochemical ones, you can only imagine how much human-level intelligent work it can do in a short period of time. Would such machine have consciousness, and what kind of impact would it have on our society? It is important to start thinking about these questions, because this 2 decades ago just a sci-fi idea is becoming more and more likely, and only the future can tell when it will arrive.